Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. It is Merry Bookmas time. I am super duper excited, guys. Welcome to the cafe. We're back with New York Times best-selling author Belle Calhoune is hanging out with us on today, guys. And guess what, guys? It's her new release. It is Forever in Alaska. Let's go back to Moose Falls. And guys, if you
Gotta
have
go
not
back.
done so already, you know what to do. Like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to come on down to the cafe. Pull up a seat, grab your favorite warm beverage, and let's get ready to have a great time with author Belle Calhoune for this Merry Bookmas edition of Angela's Literary Cafe as we talk about Forever in Alaska. Now, Belle, for those who do not know you, my friend, introduce yourself to the people.
Hello, everyone. My name is Belle Calhoune. I am the author of approximately 63 romance novels. Some are inspirational, some
Yes.
are just sweet romance, like this one here. I live in Connecticut. I write for Harlequin Love Inspired, and I also write for Grand Central Forever. That's
I
me.
love that. I love that. And Belle, know that this particular series is very special to me. I have been following this series, guys, since the beginning.
You're a day one fan.
And I'm actually looking at you guys off with this is a series, and then after Falling for Alaska, we have Flirting with Alaska. It's actually kind of bittersweet, guys, because it's the finale in the series. And let me just tell you, this has been a beautiful journey. The
Thank
meet cute
you.
in all three of these books are just amazing. And of course, you know, we're going to talk about the meet cute in Forever in Alaska. But Belle, for those who may be new to this series, can you introduce them to Moose Falls?
Moose Falls is a small town in Alaska, and the Stone brothers, Xavier, Caleb, and Landon, have been away from their birthplace for 20 years. Family
Right.
was torn apart by divorce and bad feelings, and they haven't been back in 20 years. So now, because of their grandmother's failing health and an inheritance possibility, they head back to Moose Falls, which is totally like fish out of water. They can't really remember too much about everything. They have memories, but everything's sort of new to them. The climate, some of the people. So it's really kind of a little bit fish out of water.
I love that. I love that. And guys, let me just tell you, Belle, you do such an excellent job, like tying up this series.
Oh,
Of
thank
course, you know,
you.
you fall in love, guys, with the Stone brothers. You fall in love with these brothers. Hey, Mama Tony, thank you so much for joining us on
Hi,
today. We are
Tony.
going back to Moose Falls, you guys. We have Jennifer hanging out with
Hi,
us on
Jennifer.
today. Thank you for joining us, Jennifer, as well. Diane said that she is looking forward to reading this, and she enjoyed your books, Belle, as
Oh,
well.
thank
Hello,
you.
Mary Sunshine, hanging out with us on today as well. Thank you. She loved the Christmas hats, and Belle has on her antlers as
For the
well. We
moose.
have Mary Sunshine that is hanging
Hi,
out with
Mary
us today. Thank you
Sunshine.
for joining. And guys, of course, we are celebrating. This is the finale of the Moose Fall series, the Stone Brothers. This is Forever in Alaska. So, of course, if you have a question or a comment for Belle, put it in the comment section. Now, Belle, when you think about these titles, okay, so far, you know, we got the three words going on. We got Fallen for Alaska, and each
Right.
one of the titles are like perfect for them. Flirting with Alaska. Oh my goodness, this one. And Forever in Alaska. Hint, hint, play on words. Tell us
Right.
about this title. And was this the original working title for this? Like, did you have all the titles before you finished the books in the series?
I think for the first one, I definitely had Falling for Alaska, but then sometimes when you try to get excuse me,
Bless
you try to
you.
get the publisher to see your vision, and they came along with it. But for the second one, I thought that was perfect for Caleb's personality. I mean, he's a big flirt, but for some reason they didn't want flirting for him. But I was like, no, it's got to be flirting. So, and then the last one, it clearly because the first two were F with flirting, falling. It had to be an F. So I think there was another title in the mix, but I just can't remember. But I thought Forever just because it was the finale, and I thought that was perfect.
Perfect. And it was the title fits. Now, Belle, you have such lovely covers, but oh my goodness, isn't this like all things Christmas?
Yes, it's so Christmassy. Perfect.
It
Perfect.
is. Oh my goodness. Well, Belle, we are excited for you. Jennifer wanted to know, have you ever actually visited Alaska?
Well,
Because you write Alaska so
I
well.
write Alaska a lot, and I have not, but this summer we're planning a trip to Alaska, so it will be
Oh my
pretty
goodness,
epic.
Belle.
What? Yeah, it'll be pretty epic because it's my husband, me, and my two daughters.
I
Because
love
at this
that. That's
point, they're
gonna be
like, we
so
need to
cool.
go too. They're like, okay, after all this Alaska, we're going with you. So
Look, family trip.
family
And
trip to
Belle, I'm
Alaska.
sure while you're there, you will be definitely getting you'll be doing some
I'll
research.
be
I'm
doing
sure
some
there are going to
research,
be some stories
hitting up
birthed.
some places.
Yes, yes. And
Absolutely.
Mary Sunshine, she's talking about the cover. And she was saying that it has a Christmas feel, all the Christmas feels
Yes.
as well. And so, Belle, we're gonna get into it a little bit, talking about Forever in Alaska. Landon is actually kind of, y'all, he is a scientist.
Mhm.
And he kind of has this sexy nerdy dude kind of look going on, that I'm so here for.
Mhm.
But what qualities did you want to highlight in him that make him stand out from his brothers?
I
Because they all have like their thing, and he's
They
the
do.
baby. Like Landon is the baby,
Yep,
right?
he's the baby.
And but what are some qualities for him that kind of sets him apart from his brothers?
I think his sensitive nature, he's a little bit shyer than the other two. He's not the one to
Yeah,
get on the dance floor. He has to be coaxed. He's I hate to say innocent, but he's a little more innocent just in his outlook of the world. He's more
yeah.
forgiving because the father's been out of their lives, and he's of the three brothers, he's the one who's most willing to kind of say, "Okay, let's give him a second chance." Yeah.
Yes, yes. And also, Bill, it's like they all have their like individual relationships with Hattie,
Yes.
but oh
I
my
know.
goodness, him and
I
Hattie's
know.
relationship like pull at your heartstring, and
Yeah.
it's just so, oh my god, just so intimate and unique. I love their
Yeah,
relationship.
it was very pure and very honest and very tender. Tender, I think would be the word. Yeah.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Me too. Me too.
Yes. Now, of course, if you when you think about the brothers all together, and it's Caleb, Xavier, and of course Landon.
Yeah.
Um, which one? This is a little different way that I'm going to ask this question. Which one was the most interesting, borderline fun out of the three brothers to write, and then which one was a little more complex in this series to write?
Um, I think Caleb was probably the funnest because he was just so it
Really?
was so high spirited. He had been on the reality show, and
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think he had sort of underneath this whole thing of, being really good looking, being on the reality show. If you think about what happened to him, he placed all his faith in someone, and he was the one who got burned. And yet
Yeah.
everyone was talking about him like he was a rat. And so he kind of put himself out there despite everything. And so that kind of made me a little, and also the fact that even when you read the prologue, you definitely get the feeling that with the other two brothers, they each had something to fall back on. All he really had was the fact that everyone thought he was cute and his personality. So it
Yes.
wasn't like a skill. It was more a physical reaction to what he looked like. So we kind of learned early to draw on that.
And Belle, I'm so glad that you mentioned the prologue. I love how in each one of these books
Oh,
that the prologue like
I
takes
love a
them
prologue.
back.
I love a
And oh
prologue.
my goodness, and it kind of gives you guys a little insight on what it was like for them growing
Yeah.
up and that whole experience
Mhm.
of when they moved from
Right.
Alaska.
Mhm.
And then when she starts, she brings back like to present day. So I loved
Right.
how you did that in each one of the prologues, and you kind of gave a little backstory
Right.
on that as well. Now, for you, if you could like spill a little tea, was that intentional to kind of set the scene for each one of these books?
I love a prologue. I love writing a prologue. A lot of people don't think a prologue is great, or they feel that it's almost
I love
cheating
it. I'm
because
a
it
prologue
does give you that.
girly.
But to me, I feel like I love a prologue. I love setting the scene. I love showing the reader, especially for these three brothers who were the three musketeers. They love each other so much and they're so bonded, but they're so different. And they're different not only by
Yes.
their personalities, but the experiences that shape them kind of shape them differently. So I kind of want to show with the first one, I think it showed Xavier was just the big brother. He protected them. He was sort of the man of the family. And, Caleb, it sort of shows why he leans into this personality because that's what he feels like. That's all he has. And then with Landon, it's all about the science.
Yes, yes. Now I
It's
love
all
to,
about the
Bill.
science.
We got to talk about this a little bit. We're going to talk about the characters a little bit, and then I want us to talk about this meet cute that I
Oh,
absolutely love, and I love how also you kind of intertwine family in this. Now, family is a part of like all three, but oh my goodness, the theme and the backdrop of family at Christmas time in this book, because guys, it's not a spoiler, but Hattie is the grandmother, and of course, y'all, we meet her front and center in the first book, Falling for Alaska, and we know that she has this terminal illness that she is battling, and only the way that Hattie can,
yeah,
or what
the
have
original.
you. And so, of course, by the time we get to book three, her illness has definitely progressed, or what have you. But speaking of that, before we get to Hattie, we have to talk a little bit about Bailey, who is the heroine in this story. Tell us a little bit about Bailey's character. How would you describe her to us?
I think she's very spunky, spirited, loyal, kind of fierce, but very intelligent as well. Very intelligent. And
Yes.
her past has also kind of shaped her in that she's had a tragedy in her past
Yeah.
that really has affected her family. So it kind of
Mhm.
shows how she walks in the world. She hates Christmas. She does not like Christmas. And so that's kind of part of her story too, but it's based on something that happened to
That
her. So
happened. Yes,
yeah.
yes. Guys, and Landon loves Christmas and his family loves Christmas. So you can imagine some of the things that are going to go
Yes.
on
Yes.
as well. There is a mistletoe.
Yes. I
I mean,
love
it's
I love
Christmas.
a mistletoe.
Belle gives you all the things that makes a perfect Christmas story. I mean, it's small town, it's snow, there's a mistletoe, there's
Yes.
decorating of the Christmas tree, there's a Christmas party. It is all the things. And in the midst of that, guys, there is a fake dating charade,
Yeah.
okay? But to get to this fake dating charade, Belle, tell us about this meet cute when these two meet.
Well, it's always hard to. I think in the first book, that people really love that meet cute at the bar, the tavern. Then in the second one, so I'm like, for this third one, I got to do something. So I had Landon is in a smoothie shop with his brother, and all of a sudden, the heroine comes up to him and she's like, "Sorry about this," but she gets like really close to him and she starts, being very flirty and as if and he's like, "I think you've got the wrong person." So it's just sort of this cute scene where she uses him kind of because this other man is pursuing her, but at the same time, she's seen him before and she thinks he's pretty cute. So it's kind of cute how he's so shy and then his brother is there, and his brother's like, wait a minute,
And
you two are
that
hooking
does
up
not
or
help,
something.
guys. That does not help. He's like, oh, Landon, you've been holding out on us, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
What's up?
yeah. I thought that was funny, that
So
part. So
it is. It is. I love that. Now, of course, this story, it touches on a lot of different things, a lot of different
yeah,
tropes or what have you. But the holiday season in this book is also tied to healing, it's tied to
yeah,
hope. If
yeah.
we were to go back to Bailey's character, how does Bailey's past influence her journey towards love? If you can share a little bit without, spill a little bit of tea about that.
Right. I think she feels sort of reluctant to not only to enjoy the holiday season, but I think she's a little reluctant to love somebody. So I
Mhm.
think the good thing about Landon being in her life or coming into her life is he kind of presents her with a different outlook. She knows what he's facing in his family. She knows what Hattie means to her. And so
Mhm.
somehow just it being the spirit of the season, it kind of pushes her along toward a point where she can confront her own family and
Yeah.
try to heal some of those issues. So he's a
Yes.
force for good in that way, as
Yes.
is
And
Hattie.
guys, speaking of Hattie, they all love Hattie. And so of course Land, he's like, okay, I'm doing this for Hattie. I'm doing this for my
Yeah.
grandmother. And
Mhm.
then Bailey, she has a relationship with Hattie that she loves. I
Yeah.
mean, there are some things that
Yeah.
Hattie has done for her and her family that
Mhm.
you got to read the book to find out, but she will
Yeah.
never forget what Hattie has done and what Hattie
Yeah.
means to her, or
Right.
what have you. So she was like, you know what? I'll do this for Hattie as well. And so the
Mhm.
charade begins, but then it's kind of like a thin line between this is between fake and real. Okay. Like they're like,
Right.
okay. They start really feeling all the
Right.
vibes and things.
Right.
But for you, Belle, because of course we love a good fake dating, but what is it where did you pull from to kind of give it a little twist to their version of fake dating?
Well, I think with fake dating, and I've done that before in my first series with Forever, and I'm trying to remember. One of them I did it, maybe falling for a mistletoe or something like that. One of them I did fake dating. And I think fake dating, sometimes it comes off as, well, why would they do that? So
Mhm.
in this book, I just felt that the why was there. By providing Bailey's past with Hattie, it showed, of course, she would say yes. He's doing it because he loves his grandmother and he wants her to die a happy woman, knowing that all the grandsons are in love and that they found their person. But equally, Bailey owes a lot to Hattie. So I think that was my main thing, that I wanted to, not just to be some sort of trivial, oh, fake dating, but fake dating sort of with a purpose.
Yes, and it definitely was with a purpose, guys. It definitely was with a
Yeah.
purpose. If you guys are just joining us, we are hanging out with a New York Times best-selling author, Belle Calhoune. It is her latest release. It is called Forever in Alaska, guys. It's a bittersweet moment because it is the finale to this Moose Fall series, guys. Let me just tell you, you will fall in love with this series. I mean, there's Xavier and Caleb and Landon, and of course, guys, Hattie.
Hattie.
You will just love Hattie. And Belle, I want for you to again describe Hattie for the people, for those who may be new to this series.
Hattie is such a larger than life character. She's the grandmother who has a terminal illness, and she hasn't really been in much contact with her grandsons over the decades because of the acrimonious divorce. They moved to Arizona, but now she writes a letter pleading them to come back and sort of dangling the carrot of her company, which is another huge thing about her. Here she was, a widowed African American woman at a certain period of time who created a cider company, which became very successful. So it sort of shows you a lot about her. She's a very strong woman who has built her empire, and she's funny, she's feisty, she still has romance in her life, she loves very fiercely. So it was a blast writing her because she was really a woman of distinction.
I love that. And Belle, of course, this is one of those Christmas stories, guys, indeed. And I know you guys hear it a lot. All the feels, all the feels. I mean, literally, you are on an emotional roller coaster. I mean, there are laugh out loud moments, there are swoon worthy moments, there are heartfelt moments, there are moments where you want to pull out the tissue. I mean, again, just all around all the feels. But for you, Bill, how did you balance that? Because there are some. I mean, there is a
Yeah.
grandmother who has a terminal
Yeah.
illness. There is Bailey who lost her father on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So her family is dealing with that. But in the midst of all of that, you do a nice song and dance, a nice balance of blending all of these things together, where it's a perfect flow. Tell us what that was like to balance that all.
It's actually really hard when you do have a character who has a terminal illness, but I thought it, once I went down that road, you have to sort of stick with it. And I think Hattie's personality helped
Mm,
with that because
yeah.
she was just living her life to the fullest. She wanted
Mhm.
to go to Vegas. She wanted to gamble. She had a paramour,
No,
as she
she
put it.
had a checklist of things that she wanted to do, and
She
going
had a
back to Vegas
checklist.
one more time was on the
Yeah,
list. Okay, it was on the
yeah.
list.
It was on the list. So I think that helped because it can be terribly sad with that circumstance. But I think her personality made it better in every
Mhm.
book. Yes, she's sick, but you know what? I think even some of it, she kept saying YOLO, YOLO, and that was her mantra. You live your life while you're here, and I think that helped me sort of balance the sadness with the humor and her feistiness. It kind of, just kind of layering it, so it's not too hard for the reading audience.
I love that. I love that. Now, I am going to give you, we're going to do 3 words. I love 3 words. And after I give you those 3 words, you can share with me what's the first thing that comes to mind. And then after you do that, we will allow you to read just a bit of Forever in Alaska.
Okay.
Okay. So, first up, Belle, is love, laughter, legacy. Love, laughter, and legacy.
Oh wow. I guess I think of family. I think of happy
Mm.
times, memories. Even with the holidays, I often think of like growing up, like having a happy home, and even the things now with my family. I guess that's what I think of, just joyful, being in the moment, living, loving, having humor, and just making every day something special, even if it's something small.
I love that. Hmm. And Mama Tony Bonita said that she enjoyed book 1 and 2. So I love that. Mary Shun sounds like a grandma
Mhm.
who really appreciates life. Yes, Mary. Yes,
She
she
does.
does as well. We have
She
Natasha Crawford
does.
hanging out with us. Hey.
Hi,
Mary
Natasha.
Booklist, thank you guys for joining us on today. Thank you guys so much for joining us on today. If you're just joining us, hanging out with New York Times bestselling author Belle Calhoune on today. Okay, Belle, we have 3 more words, my friend. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Romance, family, tradition. Romance, family,
Hmm.
tradition. Sorry about that.
I guess it's funny when you first said that, I was thinking, oh, that sounds like Falling for Alaska. Romance sounds like that. Well, when you said tradition, I start to think of Christmas. I've ever
Mhm.
since my daughters were small, I had a tradition of Christmas Eve buying them Christmas pajamas. And even though they're in
Nice.
their 20s now,
They
it's still a big
still
thing.
get the
Oh, are
Christmas
we getting the
pajamas.
pajamas this year? So on Christmas Eve, they get to open the pajamas and put them on. And
I
I never
love that.
I never imagined when they were little that it would still be going on, but every year they give me hints as to what pajamas they want. And it's just cute, that they
I
get so
love that,
excited. Yeah.
Belle.
It's you know what? In life, it really is the small things, and it's the small things that can carry through and become traditions for your family, and that you
Yes.
realize before you know it, wow, they really, maybe they'll do this for their kids. So,
Yes. I love that. I love that. No, guys, get ready because Belle Calhoun is getting ready to share just a little snippet of
Okay, let me
Belle
see.
Calhoune's "Forever in Alaska," guys. I'm gonna let her to set the scene for us. And Belle, we are ready, my friend, when you are. And guys, if you have a question or a comment, definitely put it in the comment section as well. And sit back and enjoy. Take a sip of your favorite warm beverage as we listen to a little bit of "Forever in Alaska."
Okay. Now I have to find it. I'm sorry.
That's
Oh, okay. I think I will do the scene where he's in the smoothie shop and what happens. So Caleb is in the smoothie. No, Caleb is the middle brother. He's in the smoothie shop with Landon, who's the hero. And they're just waiting for their smoothies before they're heading to work at Yukon Cider. As soon as their order came in, they grabbed their smoothies and began heading toward the door. All of a sudden, a whirl of motion grabbed his attention. A flash of curly dark hair and mocha-colored skin, smattered with freckles, came into view. The woman was tall and wearing a puffy coat and big, clunky boots that were probably the latest trend. She looked slightly familiar to Landon, but he couldn't place her. Why was she standing so close to him? I'm sorry about this, she said in a low voice before grabbing his hand and linking hers with his. It's so good to see you, she said in a raised voice. I've missed you. She leaned toward him and swept her lips against his cheek. The scent of vanilla and apples rose to his nostrils. Her long hair brushed against his face. Confusion swirled around him. You've missed me? She threw back her head and let out a roar of laughter, curls bouncing in the process. Of course you, silly. Who else? Her voice was light and airy with a hint of teasing that was typically used between friends or couples. They were neither. He didn't have a single idea who she was, although he thought she might be the most gorgeous woman he'd ever seen. I think you might be confusing me with someone else, he said in a low voice. He didn't want to embarrass her in front of all the other patrons. Caleb was gawking at them as if he were watching a trapeze artist at the circus. Just play along, the woman said through clenched teeth as she leaned toward him, whispering the words in his ear. A strong floral scent rose to his nostrils due to her proximity. She sent him a pointed look just as a tall built man approached them. Her lips were so close to Landon's that for a moment he thought she might kiss him. The idea of it wasn't unwelcome either. He hadn't been kissed in quite some time. Kissing her would definitely get him out of his slump.
Guys, there you have it. That's the first meet cute because in Forever in Alaska, Belle gives us a double meet cute. They shall meet again. I love that, Belle. Thank you for sharing that meet
Oh,
cute
you're
scene with us.
welcome.
I love that. I love that. And Belle, of course, you know we have to play a round of this or that, my friend.
Okay.
It is all things a Christmas edition. And
Yay.
so are you ready?
Yes.
All righty. First up, Belle, is hot cocoa or peppermint latte? Hot cocoa or peppermint latte?
Peppermint latte.
Okay. Christmas tree decorating or gingerbread house building?
Christmas tree decorating. I love that.
Okay. Belle, are we going with a real tree or artificial tree? Real tree or artificial tree?
We already bought it, a real tree.
And thanks for sharing the pictures. Oh my goodness, guys! If you follow Belle on social media, she posted pictures of them. I think it was at one of the Christmas tree lots. That
Yes,
you
we went to a Christmas tree. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing
that
with us.
They smell so good.
Belle, next up, snowball fight or ice skating? Snowball fight or ice skating?
Well, I don't know how to ice skate, so it has to be snowball fight.
Okay. I think I saw it somewhere earlier where they was like sledding or skiing, and like definitely sledding. I was like, skiing is dangerous. Sledding seems a little more safe. I don't know. What about you? Sledding or skiing?
Probably skiing because I grew up skiing. So.
Okay. See, Belle, I'm just thinking of those two poles. I have those long little sticks. I'm like, you know what? For me, that is looking like disaster. Yeah. I mean, the sled, I can sit down. I can, I just feel a little more in control. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the control for me.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it can be tough.
I love it. I love it. Okay, Belle, you have to let us know about this one. Okay, because it's that season. Are you wrapping them gifts, my friend, or are you putting them in a gift bag? Gift wrapping or gift bag?
Definitely gift wrapping because my kids would have a fit if they were all in bed. they love they love unwrapping, so and I like wrapping, so
I
I think
love
it's
it. I love it. And
yeah, I
last
like
one,
wrapping
Belle,
presents.
are we doing apple cider or are we doing I just went blank. What is the eggnog? Apple cider or eggnog?
Eggnog.
Really?
I love eggnog.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
sort of like a treat that you only get certain times of the year, and
Yeah.
it's so rich. But you know what? Once or
But
twice a year won't kill you.
well, speaking of that, Bill, I mean, what is one of your favorite like Christmas treats? Like me, I love peppermint bark. Oh my goodness, it's
Yeah,
so good. For
that's
you, what is
really
one of your
yummy.
favorite Christmas treats?
I love Christmas cookies. I know that's, but you know, with
Mm.
decorated or even gingerbread cookies or the really fancy ones that people make. Oh, I
Yeah,
love that. I love a
I
freshly baked cookie.
nice. I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. And guys, of course, there is a giveaway. I know what the giveaway is. I am super excited about this giveaway. I'm gonna let Belle spill the tea on what her giveaway is going to be on today. Belle,
I'm giving away 3 copies of Forever in Alaska.
did you guys hear that? Not one, not two, but three. And y'all know she's gonna autograph them. Copies of
Absolutely. And a bookmark.
Forever in Alaska.
Yeah.
Or was you gonna show them the
Oh,
bookmark?
well, I have a special bookmark that my publisher made for me. So
Yes.
that's the
Oh my
whole
goodness.
series.
And
It's
that
pretty
comes along
neat.
with it too. So,
Yeah, that
three
comes along with it
individuals. We're going to
too.
do 3 individuals. You get an autographed copy of Forever in Alaska and this lovely bookmark that has all 3 books on there. And it says Escape to Moose Falls. Because let me tell
Yeah.
you, once you go to Moose Falls, you will fall in love with them as well as these characters. Okay, Bill, I am ready, my friend, if you
Okay.
are. Guys, of
I'm
course,
ready.
all you had to do was go sometime throughout this broadcast was to make a comment or comments in the comment section, and that's how you will be in the running. So Belle is putting on her festive glasses. I love it.
Mhm.
And Belle, we are getting ready to get started. Let's see. Let me make sure I got everything ready. Okay, Belle, the first time when you tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. First up, Jennifer Copeland. You're the first winner, my friend. Okay,
Woo!
Belle, I'm getting ready to go again. Give me a moment to get it ready. Okay, I'm ready when you tell me to stop.
Stop.
Okay, let's see. Natasha Crawford, it's your day, girl. It is your day. You are the winner of a copy of Forever in Alaska. Okay, Belle, we're going to do it one more time. Let's see. Okay, I'm ready.
Stop.
Carolyn, today is your day, my friend. You are the third winner. So we have Jennifer, we have Natasha, we have Carolyn. They are the winner of Forever in Alaska by Belle Calhoune. If you guys will inbox me your information, we'll be sure to get that over to Belle Calhoune so she can get you your autographed copy of Forever in Alaska with this
Congratulations.
lovely Moose Fall bookmark as well. So thank you so much, Belle. We appreciate that.
Of
And you guys
course.
know that books make great gifts as well for that. Belle, oh my goodness, my friend, the time goes by so fast, but can you share with us how can we get a copy of Forever in Alaska, guys? It is available in ebook. It is available in print as well. How can they get a copy, Belle?
Anywhere books are sold, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Walmart, so many places online. You can even go to the Grand Central website. So it's pretty much available. Best price might be Amazon. So check out Amazon. But yeah,
And guys,
available in
do
most places.
of course support your indie bookstore. Belle, can you share with them the indie bookstore that's in Connecticut, in Mystic, Connecticut? Can you share? I'm sure they still have some copies there. We may
Oh,
can go
right,
back in the
right.
comment section later, Belle. If you can put the link to that indie bookstore in the comments, that would be great
Okay,
as
yeah,
well.
it's
But
Bank
tell them
Store Books.
about that bookstore where they can get it from.
Yes, it's Bank Store Books, and it's in Mystic, Connecticut, and they have a bunch of signed copies. And there's also
Yeah.
another bookstore in Connecticut, Montgomery and Taggart, where I went and signed. So both of those have some
I
signed
love
copies.
that. So, Belle, definitely make sure that you go back in the comment and
I
put that
will.
information for both those books as well. We appreciate that as well. So, guys, we'll be putting section how you can get a copy of Forever in Alaska. And of course, Belle, please share with us how can we stay connected with you, my friend?
I am always on my Facebook page, author Belle Calhoune. I also have a Instagram, author Belle Calhoune. So between those two, you can always find me.
I
And I
love that,
answer. I
Belle.
answer messages, emails. So
I love it. It has been amazing hanging out with you on
thank
today,
you.
my
Thank you
friend.
for having
And of
me.
course, we have to allow you, my friend, to have the last words of what you want to say to the people.
I just want to say it's been a pleasure bringing this to the public, and I had a great time writing it. It's really nice that I worked with a publisher who kind of gave me free reign to write these stories, and um, it's a bit bittersweet that this was the last one, but I truly, truly consider myself lucky to have my dream job and to be able to work on books like this.
I love that, guys. There you have it. Get you a copy of Forever in Alaska. It is perfect bookmas reading material. You will enjoy it. You will fall in love with it. As I shared with you, it is all the feels. Of course, guys, after you read it, leave a review. I know that Belle Calhoune will be so appreciative of you
Yes.
guys leaving a review. And not only leave a review, but y'all know Sharon is Karen. Tell a friend to tell a friend about Forever in Alaska. And as I said earlier, books make a great gifts. Give someone
They
a copy
do.
of this book. Buddy read with someone this
Yeah.
holiday season as well. And if you haven't already, go back and pick up Falling for Alaska. Oh my goodness. And also get a copy of Flirting with
Okay.
Alaska. But if you want to, buy all three, of course, of the books in this particular series as well. Belle, thank you so much for
Thank
hanging out
you.
with me on today and for sharing a little bit of Forever in Alaska for this Merry Bookmas edition here at the cafe. Guys, as we always say, have an amazing day because we're having an amazing day. And until next time, we will see you guys later. Merry Bookmas.